surprising, and what surprised me when I saw it, I watched it last week for the first time, I was surprised at how funny it was.
Yeah.
You know, we start out the movie and it looks like it's the beginning of some crazy comedy. It's you know, we wanted people to, from all ages and audiences, to enjoy this movie. Peter Berg calls it his super movie, you know, and you can't just have one element, which is just action. We have incredible special effects, no doubt about it, but the cast, the humor in there are a lot of really fun surprises that, I mean, even me filming it, it pleasantly surprised me.
I wanted to make a fun movie at the end of the day. I was thinking about movies like Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park. I remember, you know, going to my dad and at the end of Indiana Jones, walking out with my arm around my dad and a big smile, and I'd had this real complete experience. You know, I'd laughed, I'd been scared, I'd gotten emotional, but I had fun. And
it's funny because you would think at the height of your career, you would kind of stay on that path. And right then I was like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not stimulating. I want to make movies. I want to work hard and challenge myself. And I moved into filmmaking, and it takes a lot more out of you. I mean, you're doing research for a role. And, you know, for this, for example, Samantha is a physical therapist. So I was going to these army hospitals and working with injured troops that had come back from overseas. Your work is so much more extensive, and it's so much more difficult and challenging in a good way, and it sticks with you. Like, every role sticks with you. So this I just love because it stimulates me completely differently, and modeling, the travel's incredible, the people are great, but let's face it, it's kind of boring, right? So
yeah.
this is just a new challenge, and I'm excited about it. Yeah, absolutely. I get very annoyed by, I have to be honest, very annoyed by the damsel in distress kind of character.
Yeah.
You know, I love going to a movie and feeling empowered by the females in the film, especially with action movies like this, because typically it's a male saving a girl, right? Like it's a guy saving a girl, and so it's exciting when a woman is kind of left to her own devices and able to save the world. That's cool. So I do hope to get to do it again. You watch the movie and it does not look like it's Rihanna's first movie at all. You know, she looks like she's done this a million times, and I think what's so unique about her, and I think why singers make such good actors, is because she's used to performing. She has that confidence, she has that mass appeal, and she knows how to reach an audience in a way that none of us will ever know unless you're someone like her. And so I think she came into this and she used all of that confidence and all that appeal in a really cool way. So I actually feel she probably felt more experienced than I did coming in having already done a movie, you know, but I think that's part of the learning curve. And yeah, with her, I was like, she said she was scared and nervous, and I could totally relate to it. And I was like, trust me, I feel the same way, you know? So I definitely felt a connection in that way.
you never know what's going to touch a nerve, what's going to resonate, what's going to last. The one thing I do believe is that the cycles of everything are now so much faster. I think the news cycles have become probably shorter. The amount of time music stays relevant, the amount of time movies stay relevant, the amount of time gossip stays relevant. Everything now moves at such a fast pace. I don't know that in 10 years people will be talking about the artist any more than they'll be talking about Transformers 3.
You know, those scenes are always really weird because you're like, hey, Taylor, meet Brooklyn. You guys are madly in love and getting married. And you're like, hi, now we have to make out. It's a very weird thing. But luckily, I got to do the sort of uncomfortable with someone who's actually a really cool, nice guy. So he made it a little less awkward. And he's not too bad to look at either. So it wasn't a hard day at work by any means.